Hi guys, good afternoon, happy Friday to you, and welcome back once again to the EdWord, where in today's video I'll be discussing with you what I thought of the first season of the new Netflix series which premiered today, Space Force. It was pretty damn funny and I got a lot to say about it, but before I go on and keep talking for too long, of course, please be warned this is a spoiler-filled season review. If you're currently watching Space Force or if you haven't started it yet, you may not want to keep watching or listening to this video as I will be talking about key plot points, character moments, super funny lines, and spoilers all around and all that jazz. So that's your spoiler warning. You have been issued it. Let's get back to it. Excuse me. First and foremost, it was pretty damn funny. Not nearly as funny as I was hoping it to be, but God, there were some moments and lines that absolutely cracked me up. Like Mark, Steve Carell's idea for the handshake across, like, from China to New York or something, and John Malkovich pointing out how people would use it to masturbate was hysterical. And then I also love the line when Steve Carell contacts his counterpart, the Chinese general, on the big screen, and he asks him, "How are your kids?" And he says, "I have one kid. You know our policy." That was such a dark humor moment, but oh my God, it sent me into hysterics. I was laughing so hard I had to pause it so I wouldn't miss the rest of the episode. Oh God, it was funny. Yeah, and then like there were some funny characters. You know, I loved that they recruited two people out of their own maintenance department to go on the crew that ends up going to the moon with the rest of them. And it's like everyone else seems crazily underqualified and going. But what a cast. You know, one of the things that drew me to this show from the two trailers we got was the huge comedic ensemble. And even some of those roles were just cameos or bit parts. There's a lot of really funny people in the show, no matter how big or small their role was. They were very funny for the amount of time they were on screen. Like Patrick Warburton cracked me up, as did Jane Lynch. And the guy, I can't remember his name, but the guy who was the Coast Guard general, which was cracking me up. I also loved how all the chiefs of staff were just belittling the Coast Guard guy. Like, he's like the weakest branch of the military or something. I don't know if that's a joke or something, but I thought it was pretty damn funny. Overall, I really enjoyed it. You know, I liked the relationships that Mark, Steve Carell had with his wife, his daughter, with John Malkovich, you know, and then he was also kind of an interesting guy because sometimes he could be a real dick and sometimes he could be a real sweetheart. And sometimes, like, some of these characters would fall in between regarding their moral compasses. I like how the show hinted that some characters were clearly more to the right or more to the left in terms of, like, their political beliefs and whatnot. And I think that was up to the viewer to decide, and I really liked that. The ending I kind of have an issue with because I felt like it was way too open-ended. I mean, I get it, they left it on a cliffhanger and they're clearly teasing a second season, but I felt like it was just way too open-ended. Like, they could have wrapped up at least a couple of different plot points, but I guess they're really counting on that season renewal, which, in light of the ongoing pandemic, I don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon. But hey, I'm just grateful we got a new show we can watch during these crazy times, and I thought it was pretty damn funny. Some episodes I laughed harder at, some episodes I hardly laughed at all. But you know what? That's okay because there were moments that were big highlights for me. You know, there were lines that just absolutely cracked me up and characters I really enjoyed watching. So overall, I enjoyed it. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. But I really liked it. And I think you guys probably will too if you give it a chance. What did you think of Space Force? I want to hear your thoughts and your opinions down below in the comments section. Thank you so much for watching. Space Force Season 1 is now currently streaming on Netflix for your viewing pleasure. Have an awesome rest of your weekend, everybody. Stay safe and wash your hands. And of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.